Just a quick one here. Wanted to show kind of the final touches on this design with these old world style leaves, kind of a unique sort of design aesthetic they've got going on here. There's two steps that I need to do to finish these, and the first thing I'm going to do is create kind of an outline here. I've got the light set really low to help me see that distinction, but if I tilt it up and give kind of more normal lighting, you'll see it's a pretty light transition there. It's not a very crisp, easy to see line. So to help that, once it's done, help that stand out a bit more, I'm going to create a bit of a etched line, create sort of an outline here. So because of the angle of this, I'm going to stand my knife up more than I normally would, put it right on that line. I'm going to try to follow that line of the chip as best I can. It's just a thin line, not really taking too much out. And then I'll come back here and remove, again, just a tiny little strip. And the main benefit of this is not going to be visible quite yet. You will see it here as the low light comes across, and it will show that a little bit better. But I'm going to be staining this with a gel stain, which will get in there and really highlight that difference a lot better. So same thing on this side. And I'm right on that edge of the chip where it's carved and uncarved. Because of this section right here, I want to make sure that lines up. I don't really want this carving to come, too far outside. So just removing this very narrow little strip here. And then once I've done that, that'll set the outside edge of that leaf, and then I'll take my stab knife. Don't use it too often, but it works well for this design, which I was kind of given. I didn't come up with this design, but just take the stab knife, stick it down, and make these kind of triangular lines here. Gives these kind of almost a palm leaf sort of look to them. And then do the same thing up on the top as well. There, and you can see then the difference between the one that's got those lines setting it off and those extra stab knife lines, and the other one here that doesn't have those. Helps give it just some more interest, some more detail, and some more definition compared to just leaving the old world chips on their own.